And we're just checking on you and making sure that everything's going okay and you guys are happy customers. How's everything going on the satellite?
Well, it's okay, but I do have some questions.
Sure.
I have a bad remote.
Okay.
And I've never been able to get anyone to give me a new remote.
Okay, well, yeah, we could probably help you out with that. How long have you guys been customers with us on the satellite?
3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years. Well, definitely. Well, yes, we have lots of different options. You've been a customer for so long, we actually have what's called a free system upgrade. The main reason why we stopped to talk to you today is actually the dish up on your roof is an older model. And when it rains and it storms, customers that have that dish also experience some weather-related issues. And so as a customer service rep, what I would suggest is we're going to be coming by Monday anyway, replacing some of the old dishes in the neighborhood. There's no charge for the service. We'll come by and replace your dish for free, but we'll also give you some new remotes and possibly some new receivers as well. All I need to do is see a copy of your Dish Network bill just to make sure that you qualify. Can you grab a copy of your Dish Network bill for me?
Yes, I will.
Okay, great.
1 moment.
Okay, thank you. Every once in a while, you're going to run into a customer where you approach who's not connected. They're going to tell you, we don't have Dish Network, even though they have a dish on the roof. These customers are handled a little differently. A customer who's not connected can be one of 2 different types. It could be an existing customer who canceled service and no longer has service with Dish Network, or it could be a customer who was never connected and they simply moved into the home and there was an existing dish on the roof. You need to understand the differences of these 2 non-connected customers. A customer who is not connected who canceled before, what we try to do is we try to bring them back on the DirecTV with the following type presentation. Mrs. Jones, we're so sorry that we lost you as a customer. If we could fix the problems that she just talked about, would you consider coming back to DirecTV again? Mrs. Jones, if we would give you a brand new system for free and give you a really low monthly rate, would you consider trying DirecTV again? Sometimes by throwing these incentives and free equipment at a customer who canceled in the past, we could get them to come back and try it again.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing, ma'am? My name's Justin. We're the satellite guys. We're just doing a little customer service today. We noticed our satellite dish up on your home.
We don't have that anymore.
Oh, you guys don't. You don't have. Okay, were you guys customers at one time?
Yes.
Or you were. Okay. By chance, can I ask, did you guys cancel because of weather-related issues when it rains?
Yes, we did.
Okay, and I thought that. The main reason why I stopped here today is actually the dish we have on your house is an older model, and we lost so many customers over the years because, as you well know, every time it rains or it storms or the weather gets bad, you guys lost reception.
Yes.
And we're just here actually to apologize for that and to let you guys know we do have a new system available now. When it rains and it storms and the weather gets bad, you won't experience those same weather-related issues. And we'd really like to get your business back. And so just keep in mind, if you guys would be willing to give us another chance, we would not only provide you with a brand new satellite TV system for free, new remotes, we could give you DVRs for free or HD, whatever you would like. We would also give you a very, very cheap rate with lots of discounts on there in order for you to try our service again. If I could give you DirecTV with a brand new system for free with a rate that's much lower than you guys are paying on the cable, would you consider maybe giving us a shot one more time? Is that something you might consider?
Can you work up a rate?
Yeah.
Can you work up a quote?
You bet. Let me write up a quote for you and show you what we could do, and I think you'll be surprised how much cheaper I could get your bill, and you're not going to have those weather-related issues anymore. Okay? All right. Okay. Thank you. A customer who is never connected, the presentation is totally different. That presentation, we basically let the customer know because you have a dish on the roof, you qualify for a customer reactivation program where we don't charge you installation and we don't charge you equipment costs because the system is already on the home. By giving them a special deal because that dish is on the home, sometimes we can incent the customer to give DirecTV a try at a reduced rate.
Hello.
Hello, hi. How you doing, ma'am?
Fine, thank you.
Good. We're the satellite guys, and we're just doing some customer service today. We noticed the old dish up on your house, and we're just checking up on you.
We've never had dish.
Oh, you guys don't have the service?
We don't have the service, no.
Okay.
It was there when we moved.
Oh, it was. Okay, well, great. Well, I just want to give you a little bit of information real quick before we go. Since you do have a dish on the home, what we're doing is we're going through the neighborhood doing what's called a free system upgrade. And any old dish, we're coming through on Monday and we're going to swap out the old equipment for new equipment at no charge to the customers. Now, you currently don't have the service. The dish was just there when you moved in. But we just want to let you know, since there is a dish on the roof, you do qualify for what's called a customer reactivation program, which means on Monday we would be coming around. You'd be entitled to a brand new satellite TV system at no charge. They would install it for free, they'd activate it for free, and actually an existing customer with an old system like yours on the roof would get at least $20 off the normal DirecTV bill. And so we could give you basically over 150 digital channels for around $30-35 a month. So I know you're not a customer now, but we just want to make you aware that since there is a dish on the roof, you do qualify for this program. Have you guys ever checked into DirecTV before? Ever thought of maybe hooking it up?
I'm not so sure, but my husband's in here. Do you guys have time to come in and talk to my husband and I together?
Yeah, you bet. Thanks.
Please, come in.
Yeah, thank you. Just remember these different things. A customer can only be three things. They're either happy, they're not happy, or they're not connected. By knowing these three things, there's really no surprises that could happen. When you knock on the door, you're only going to get one of three things. Just get those down and it's a pretty smooth, flawless transition. And that's really the bread and butter. An existing Dish Network customer is the easiest to take over to DirecTV. The next customer that we want to talk about is a cable customer. And cable customers, they make up the majority of all paid TV providers in the United States. So chances are, as you're walking down the street, that customer is going to be a cable customer. So while the Dish Network customer switching to DirecTV might be the bread and butter, it's very important to master the cable sale. Without it, you really don't have all the tools in your toolbox necessary to be successful. Obviously, by looking up on the roof, I see no dish at all. I know I'm going to assume they have cable. And statistically, I'm almost always going to be right. Every once in a while, I'm wrong. That's okay. It's just a numbers game. If I'm wrong, I just move on to the next customer. I never ask a customer, do you guys have cable? You assume they have cable because there's not a dish on the roof. How we pitch a cable customer is almost always on price. The days are long gone that the cable goes out every time it rains, or the cable service is really garbage. Those days are gone. Cable networks, for the most part, have been upgraded and brought up to a standard where they get good quality service. But the one thing you have to remember about cable is satellite. They take a large satellite dish and they put it on the edge of town, and they string cable lines through the city streets. Over the poles, under the ground. That network is very expensive to maintain. Because of that, cable will never be able to compete with satellite. In satellite, with the DirecTV type direct-to-home systems, the satellites are already in space, the cost is already sunk. Whether we have 1 million customers on the ground picking up service or 10 million customers picking up service, the cost is basically the same. So by investing in a customer with a dish and a receiver, that customer now is picking up service without the use of lines, without the use of a network that has to be maintained. So it's all about price. So whenever I pitch a cable customer, the very first thing you want to do up front is acknowledge that that customer is getting ripped off. Mrs. Jones, the main reason why we're here, a lot of customers in the neighborhood have been calling in with concerns regarding the high cable rates. Cable in the neighborhood is over $55 a month for basic cable. That's crazy. Obviously what we're looking for is we're looking for a response from that cable customer acknowledging, I'm paying too much. Once you have that acknowledgement, it's pretty easy to let them know what DirecTV has to offer. Just look over this following door approach and you can see basically how this is done.
Hello.